Come in. Hi there, hi. Come and have a seat. So Ellie, is that right?
Yeah. Ellie was going through really dizzy spells and just feeling absolutely ghastly. And we ended up at the Cromwell because she sort of did this dramatic collapse in the waiting room.
Right.
They ended up putting her in an MRI. But we ended up at an ENT specialist, and he thought it was just really bad labyrinthitis.
Okay.
She couldn't move. And ever since then, we've had continuing episodes. Normally it's just sort of a day here and there, but this last week has been really awful. She feels so dreadful. She's just miserable.
Yeah. Do you want to just explain to me what it feels like when you...
It feels really dizzy, and sometimes I feel sick and nauseous.
Have you been sick with it?
Yes. No, I haven't been sick. I just feel nauseous and really yuck.
And have you had any fever or sort of coldy type symptoms?
I get the often cough, but I don't think it's like a fever.
And is it generally, does movement generally make it worse? Yeah, so that's why lying down helps you to...
She just wants to lie, and then we can't get her up.
Yeah, but then when I lie down, I can't really get up because I feel so dizzy.
Dreadful.
I can't move.
So I'm just going to take your temperature. And any headaches at all?
Yeah, I've had a couple of headaches, like really bad ones.
Do you want to describe the headache to me?
Sometimes it feels like somebody's like ringing, the church bells. It feels like I'm like right against one. And sometimes it feels like there's somebody hitting me, and it really hurts.
And when you faint, do you actually sort of lose consciousness, or do you just go to the floor?
When I fainted, I knew what was going on because when my friend said you're going yellow, so I got to the floor and then I fainted.
I'm just going to ask you to follow my finger with your eyes, but keep your head still for me, okay? So, and just tell me if you see double, okay? Okay, that's fine. From what you're describing, it sounds absolutely like a sort of inner ear sort of disturbance. What we could try would be some regular Stemetil.
Does Stemetil help the dizziness or just the nausea?
Both.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then if things aren't settling or worsening, then I think it would be reasonable to seek the ENT's opinion.
Sure. Can I get a referral letter from Mrs.
That's fine.
Benjamin?
Yeah,
Is that all right?
that's fine, and I'll do that, and I'll leave that at the reception desk.
All right. Sorry.
Okay.
Thanks. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, and you. Bye, then. You're right.
When did it all start not to be right?
Many years ago. Many years ago.
5, 10,
it was
15, 20?
It was triggered with children.
Yeah.
Triggered with the birth of the children.
So there was some postnatal depression?
Postnatal, definitely. I was obviously prone to it. It's depression in my family. We're clinically depressed. Like, this isn't just low times. We're talking, yeah, pretty bad. Yeah.
Dramatic things?
I think so.
Suicide attempts?
Not attempts, thoughts.
No. Thoughts, okay, fine.
Which is a step up.
So psychiatrists you've seen?
Yeah. I've just got this deep-seated depression. I just don't know how to get out of it. I really don't. And, the kids are suffering with my moods, my this, my anger, my aggression, my everything. So it's not a very nice spot to be in.
Okay, so I think
Very difficult.
the situation at the moment is certainly not to rock the boat. I think we certainly don't want you to run out of your medicines. You've had 6 weeks off.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem to have helped. So we'll give you a prescription for another month of that, and then we need to talk again. So there's enough there for 4 weeks, 2 a day, so that's the 40 milligram. So if we can meet in about 4 weeks' time. The children, boys or girls?
One of each.
Right. I want to see you before those tablets run out, so about 3 to 4 weeks up the road.
Yep.
And you can come back sooner if things were different or worse.
Okay.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.
How can I help today?
I came from France and I forgot my drugs.
So are you just visiting here?
Yeah, I'm just visiting. I'm a sort of temporary patient, and I forgot those 3 drugs. It's a statin and the aspirin, and then there's a blood thinner, but I don't know which is which.
Okay. Can we check your blood pressure now that I've got you in here? Are you just over here seeing family?
No, I to get a new passport. My wife just died, and so
I'm sorry.
I need to get back to America. She was American, and uterine cancer. Yeah, and so it's sorting out affairs and doing stuff. And I come over for a sort of a health check, but I'm sorry, this is unscheduled. You know.
Now, while we're doing that, let's do this again. Be nice and quiet for a moment just while we check this.
Oh, okay. Is it high?
It's probably because we're talking, so...
I had it checked about 2 weeks ago.
Now we're talking again and it's gone up, so nice and quiet. Sit back in the chair and no chattering.
All right.
So your blood pressure's 146/94, which is a bit higher than I'd like it. So just when you get back to France, get it checked again.
Oh, okay.
But let's give you these medications. So aspirin, tenolol, and then there is suvastatin, one to be taken at night. Okay, it actually says on here, le soir.
That's why, yes, it does. That's your actual French.
I remember something from my GCSE days.
Yeah, well,
All
I
right.
didn't even look at that.
And don't take it with grapefruit. That's another one. Don't ever have grapefruit with your statin. It increases the risk of you having side effects like muscle aches and pains and inflammation of the
I have
muscles.
a grapefruit every day.
Oh, I probably would avoid
In the morning.
it.
I don't sort of have a spoon or cut it. I eat it like an animal over the sink, so very quickly.
Well, I
Before I have
recommend
my
not having-
porridge and fruit and
Not
stuff.
having grapefruit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bad for the condition, is it?
Bad for the statins because it increases the risk of getting inflammation of the muscles.
So that's the statin, is it?
Yeah, that
Well,
one's
I
the
take it. I
statin.
have a grapefruit in the morning, so the statin at night would be okay, would it?
I mean, the recommendations are that you don't have grapefruits.
All right. Well, I'll take that on board. Thank you.
Okay.
That's great. You've been great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Don't forget your wallet.
Bye. Oh,
I'm going to take it as a tip.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later.
One, two, three, and keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. Stop when you need to. Well done.
With hindsight, it's easy.
Yes.
The only indication I had that there was something wrong is that morning before leaving Yorkshire, I had to sit on the loo, and I thought I had diarrhoea because I was on the loo for a very, very long time, and without being too vulgar, I virtually filled the loo. And I thought, this is diarrhoea. I didn't realise it was black blood.
Was it black?
He didn't tell. He didn't.
But I didn't, you know, I didn't think about it.
No. Shall I have a look at this wound?
Yes? Sorry.
That's all right.
The nurse is coming to take the rest of the staples out tomorrow morning. She's a fantastic nurse.
So they took out the whole of the tumour?
The whole of the tumour.
It's all out?
They had to take the spleen out as well.
Yeah, they took out
Yes.
the surrounding tissue.
That's right. I don't want to take this off because I think it's well dressed, but I can see around there it looks still a bit moist, but this end is healing nicely.
I'm on
Penicillin
penicillin
now.
for the rest of my life.
So it's going to be lifelong, yes. Once this all settles, there's no reason you can't carry on doing things as normal.
Right.
You know, I think you just have to have a period where you're just convalescing.
The other thing we don't know, haven't had the result of the biopsy
No.
on the tumour as to whether it was, you know, benign or, you know.
How are you feeling about it all?
Fine.
Are you?
Determined to get back fit, look after my wife. She's a very good nurse,
Yes, she is.
but I need to look after her.
Yes.
So,
Right. Good. I would suggest we touch base once you've seen the Marsden.
Yeah.
Okay.